The Otherworld, Piece 5, Eastlia. All around the island, twirling through the mist, you'll find tiny specks of light. To the untrained eye, they may just appear as motes on the wind, specks of dust. But these are in fact small particles of magic. They run in trails hither and thither, all across the island. And if you wish to pick up one trail, you could follow it, leading you like a string between the trees, winding up, down, across, in varying paths, twisting and turning this way, that way, until eventually you reach its source. One such trail, which is the hardest to find on the island, is made up of gold and silvery sparks of magic. This one takes the longest. Night after night, you would pick up the trail once more, following the lure of adventure. And eventually, you would reach a very unremarkable glade in the depths of one of the forests. Here, between the leaves, if you crouch and look just so, you could see through some of the foliage, is a large, roughly hewn bed. Those on the mainland would likely never see it as such. There is no sprung mattress, no blankets, no four-poster. No, indeed, this resting place is made entirely of the branches of trees, fallen debris, leaves, vines, plants, weeds, soil, entwining spider webs, firefly embers, and lots of flowers. Each and every single one laces intricately over and under, wrapping and coiling around each other, until they form a beautiful canopy. Tiny creatures scurry about, quietly. The larger creatures do not tend to come this way. If they do, they pick up their feet and pass by as quickly and quietly as they are able. A tiny winged creature flutters down and lands on one of the branches. It picks at a berry that has grown off one of the vine leaves, leaving with it clamped in its mouth. But for the rest, it is still and quiet, peaceful. The scene is treated almost like a wake, and I suppose in a way it is such. For you see, this nest, this bed, has an occupant. Nestled and buried deep within the branches, cobwebs, vines, leaves, and flowers, there lies a figure. She lays beautiful and elegant. See how her head rests gracefully to one side. Dark hair falls in folds all about her, tangled now with a mess of cobwebs. Glints of jewels and beaded details sweep her long blue gown. Though ivy has trailed over most of it, entwining the girl in its clutches, the dress is still breathtaking, as is she. Rumours have always circulated the island about her. She has been here longer than most. The youngsters whisper that she is a princess, long meant to rule over them with kindness and prosperity, if only she could be woken by true love's kiss. A lot of the older ones dismiss that as pure nonsense, saying that she has been here long enough, surely true love should have appeared by now. Instead, they claim that she will rise precisely when she is most needed, and they eagerly await that day in hopes of meeting her. Still others claim that she is merely waiting for something that will be worth rousing for, something to be offered, freely given. Even others still believe she awaits a soul. Over the years, of course, some have tried to rouse her. They have sung her songs, read her stories, made promises. One even dared shake her shoulder, it is rumoured. But none prevailed, There are theories abound, ideas, dreams, and hopes, all pinned upon the rousing of the sleeping maiden. The one thing all on the island can be sure of, though none are sure quite how they know her name is Islia. Piece 6. The Passages of Time. Dotted about throughout the universe, there are many passages connecting various places to each other, making for quick and easy travel should you use them. If you were to see them in a photograph, you would think them very ordinary. However, to walk these corridors is very, very different. The ground is hard and dirty. The walls are rock and soil, and all enclosing. You must walk single file. However, if you were to touch the wall, it would melt away at your fingertips, exposing a dark expanse off in every direction. When you walk through the passages of time, you must stick to the path. You must not stray from the path. All who wander are lost, in time, in space, and of their very lives. As you walk, your boots, your hands, your face, your hair, your clothes, all get covered in a filmy layer of what looks and feels like sand. By the time you exit the passages of time, you can brush it away and think no more of it. However, these are the sands of time. To magical tinkerers, they are priceless. And so, many venture into the passages to collect it. It is one of the most perilous jobs in the entire known universe. To collect enough sand to use, one must stray completely from the path. Doing so, you step off and into the dark grey fog. You lose your footing, you lose your grip, and slowly, you lose all sense of time. You wander, you are lost, you are alone. When you believe you have gone far enough, you can bend down and scoop with your hand, your bucket, your bottle, your barrel, whatever instrument you have brought to aid you, and you can scoop up a great clump of glistening sand. It sits captive, black like tar. Once you have collected enough, you must swiftly return to the path. Or listen, do you hear that? It is coming. It is coming for you. You who deliberately stepped off the path. You who is alone in the dark. You who is thieving the sands of time. You will hear a great rumbling roar, and then the sands will begin to take you. Piece by piece by piece, they will niggle away up at your toes, your legs, your arms, and eventually they will eat you away entirely, leaving you lost and unknown to any who knew you, taken by time itself. Those who frequent this game for pastime or profit have learned that it is best to take a long ball of yarn along with you. Leave one member of your party stood in the passages while the others go off attached to the end of the rope. However, more often than not, the yarn is pulled back, missing everyone attached to it. Beware the passages of time.